Sophia, I feel like I'm stuck in this loop, you know? Like, I download a dating app, feel hopeful for a minute, then I get completely drained, delete it, and then a few weeks later, I'm back. It's exhausting. Oh, Isabela, mija, that's absolutely what we call dating app burnout. And it's so incredibly common. You're not alone in that feeling, not at all. It's characterized by emotional exhaustion, frustration, and just this profound disillusionment with online dating, right? And what you described, that's what we call a deletion cycle, or even vapsilating. It's like you're caught in this endless loop of downloading and deleting, trying to cope, hoping things will be different. But the pattern often repeats itself. Vapsilating. I love that word. It really does feel like that. So it's not just me feeling like I'm failing at it then? No, absolutely not failing. It's a systemic issue, really. Many users experience it because, the system itself can be incredibly draining. There are so many factors that contribute to it, Isabella. I mean, so many. And understanding them is truly the first step toward, finding a way out of that cycle.
Okay, so what exactly causes it? Like, what are the big things that lead to this burnout? I feel it, but I can't always pinpoint why, you know?
Isabella, it's really a mix of things. One of the biggest is that inability to find genuine connections. You're just swiping, but it feels superficial. Then there's ghosting, which is totally soul-crushing, and all the repetitive conversations, right? It's like Groundhog Day with every new match. This all just drains you, leading to that cycle. Download, hope, get drained, delete, and it keeps going.
Wow.
That makes so much sense. So how do I know if I'm really in burnout? What are the actual signs I should look for? That's a good question. Signs of burnout. You might find yourself endlessly scrolling without even messaging anyone. It just feels like a chore, Or viewing every new conversation as just another task to check off. And a big one is dreading the idea of another first date. If it feels like a heavy weight rather than an exciting possibility, that's a huge sign.
Okay, so I definitely recognize those signs. So what do we do about it? How do we actually recover and break these cycles, Sophia?
Isabella, this is the exciting part. There are absolutely strategies to break free. First point, and this is crucial, limit your app usage and set clear boundaries. Experts actually recommend things like limiting yourself to, say, 30 minutes at a time and taking regular breaks. This really helps reset your mental and emotional well-being. Instead of constantly swiping, try setting specific times to check your apps. That prevents dating from becoming this all-consuming thing, right?
30 minutes? That sounds so disciplined. I feel like I could spend hours without even realizing it sometimes.
Exactly. And that's part of the problem. It's a time sink. Second strategy, and this is truly transformative, reassess your intentions. Seriously, ask yourself, why are you using these apps? Are you genuinely seeking a meaningful connection? Or are you just swiping out of boredom? Or maybe just habit? Clarifying your goals, really understanding your why, helps you approach dating with so much more purpose. It shifts your mindset from passive consumption to active, intentional seeking. That's a good one. I haven't really thought about my why that deeply. It's often just, I should be dating. Exactly. And third, prioritize quality over quantity. Instead of spreading yourself thin across 5 different platforms, maybe choose just 1 or 2. Focus your energy on developing quality conversations there. Be intentional with every swipe. Read profiles thoroughly and, use those advanced filters. Don't be afraid of them. They're there to help you find genuinely compatible matches, not just fill your queue.
Okay, so limiting apps, knowing my why, and focusing on quality. That's a lot to think about. What else can we do to really heal from this burnout? Oh, so much more. Fourth strategy, take mindful breaks. Stepping away completely, even for a week or two, can be incredibly restorative. It reduces your exposure to repeated rejections, right? And it gives you space to recalibrate. Use that time for self-care, Isabella, truly. Rebuild your self-confidence outside of app validation. And fifth, this is a big one, untangle your self-worth from app experiences. Recognize that those interactions, good or bad, don't define who you are. Practice mindfulness to manage the emotional impact of things like ghosting or rejection without internalizing it. It's not about you. It's often about them, you know? That's so hard, though. When someone ghosts you, it feels so personal. It does. It absolutely does. But learning to separate it is a key skill. Sixth point, if you do use apps, swiftly move to in-person meetings. Seriously, aim to transition from messaging to an actual date after like 3 messages. Avoid those prolonged text exchanges that often just lead to pen pal situations and fizzled connections. The goal is a date, not a new digital friend, right? And finally, if things feel really overwhelming, Isabella, don't hesitate to seek professional support. A therapist can provide practical tools, fresh perspectives, and really help you set and achieve your dating goals, protecting your mental health through all of it.
Okay, that all makes so much sense for managing apps, but what if I just want to, stop using them altogether, or at least rely on them less? How do I even start meeting people, in the wild?
In the wild. I love it. This is where the real magic happens, Isabella. Shifting your focus to meeting people organically can foster so many more authentic connections. First, and this is my favorite, pursue hobbies and interests you genuinely enjoy. Join clubs, volunteer groups, sports leagues, or classes. When you're doing something you love, you naturally put yourself in contact with like-minded individuals. These shared experiences, they provide a natural foundation for conversation, you know? It's not forced. You already have something in common.
That's true. Like, if I'm taking a pottery class, everyone there already likes pottery.
Exactly. Second, expand your social circle. Attend community events, local gatherings, or networking functions. Even social media groups, like on Facebook or Meetup, they can organize physical events that funnel people into real-life interactions. Focus on building connections, even just platonic ones, because expanding your social network, it can lead to introductions to potential romantic partners. Your friend's friend might be perfect.
Oh, that's a good point. I always forget about that friend of a friend thing.
It's powerful. Third, leverage your existing network. Seriously, ask your friends to set you up. Or, this is a fun idea, host friend of a friend dinners. Each guest brings one single friend unknown to the others. It creates this lively, interesting environment for new connections.
Those are great ideas. But what about when you're just out and about? How do you actually approach people or even just make yourself seem approachable?
Mija, that's where cultivating confidence and openness comes in. It's about being present. So point number 4, be approachable and present. Put your phone away in public spaces. Honestly, nothing screams, "Don't talk to me," like someone glued to their screen. Be open to interaction. Make eye contact, smile genuinely, and be ready to initiate small conversations with strangers in everyday settings. Think coffee shops, grocery stores, while running errands. You never know who you might meet.
That feels a little scary, like just talking to strangers.
It can be, but it gets easier with practice. Fifth, say yes more often. Be open to opportunities and invitations that push you slightly outside your comfort zone. Vary your routine in the places you frequent. If you always go to the same coffee shop, try a new one. Just by doing that, you increase your chances of meeting new people, you know? And sixth, really cultivate that confidence and openness within yourself. Improve your body language. Maintain an open posture, make eye contact, stand tall. And please, please, don't take potential rejections personally. Not every interaction will lead to a romantic connection, and that's okay. Be open to different types of people too, Isabella, because meaningful connections often arise from the most unexpected places. Ultimately, escaping app burnout and finding connections in the wild really involves intentionality, self-awareness, and, a willingness to engage with the world and others authentically. It's about being open to the journey, wherever it takes you.
If this resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. For daily inspiration, thought nuggets, and community, follow Good Life Guide on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube. Watch us here on YouTube to sit back and relax, or listen on Spotify and other podcast platforms for convenient on-the-go listening. Find more resources at www.goodlifeguide.org. We genuinely love spreading this awareness and appreciate the community we're building together.